All right, so we are now recording. This is a training on Floify and milestone updates specifically. So if I'm out of the office or Amy's out of the office, we would need Broadra for you to handle this, and maybe eventually we train other people to do this. But right now, this is what happens: is every single time there's any milestone update, after basically, let's go to Brooks, for example. Okay, these right here are pretty much managed by Ryan and Tony. Okay, so they're going to let the buyer's agent and buyer know a loan application's been completed. They're going to know that the pre-qualified, pre-approved, contract received, submitted processing, appraisal order. Then from this point forward, really Amy manages them, and she also manages the Tuesday updates. So when a loan is submitted underwriting and she sees the milestone email come through in Compass, she will come in here and click this button, because then that way the buyer, both borrowers, and sometimes, like for example, we may have a husband and wife, but the wife's not on the loan, but I want them to still get the update. We may have a father and son buying together. The father may not be on the loan, like Peter Wynn and his father. There was nothing in the system of Encompass with the father, but in Floify there was. So that's also a reason. This is our communication hub to make sure everyone's on the same page, because a big reason we get 5-star reviews is because everyone's like, oh my gosh, your communication's great. And part of that is that text messages go out, because realtors typically do not read their emails, or they don't read them very often. So being able to send the text messages out specifically to people is very helpful. Now, what I would want you to do is, like, if Amy is out for an extended period of time, or I'm out, we may have you come in here and like click these buttons for that day. Okay, so like CD goes out, we click the button, and you just hit this little button here, check off milestone. When you click that, it goes. The other thing is Tuesday updates. So this is a little bit more. You click the button, you click this button right here, yes, personal note, okay? And then basically what Amy does on Tuesdays is I type up all those Tuesday updates, right? So one of the goals we would have, kind of Broadra, is in the next year for me to be able to just hand that off to you, right? So what happens is I send this to y'all, right? But I send this out to Amy. So I go through the pipeline every Tuesday morning, and then she will go to Caitlin Stevens and she'll just copy and paste right here. She just says, here, copy, paste, and then she deletes that out, and then check off milestone. Does that make sense? Oh yeah, just nod. Okay. All right, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to stop the recording, and